Hey guys, I'm Kevin from Elite Flying Cars, and today we've put together a small compilation of the best cars for the summer. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. The first two names that come to mind when looking at this car is Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the ultimate baddies car. This right here is the 2010 Bentley Continental, and this is why you need it. I'm Kevin from Elite Flying Cars. Let's get right into it. All right, like we were saying at the beginning here, this right here is the ultimate baddie car. And you know what? I can even prove it to you. See right here, you got the Bentley logo. You know what that B stands for? Most people think it stands for Bentley, but it actually doesn't. That right there stands for baddie. The baddiest of the baddies. The front of the Bentley, it looks kind of like any other Bentley does, you know? You got your nice big round Bentley headlights. I would say this is like the basic Bentley grill. I've seen this on most Bentleys. Looking at the front of it, I really don't get 2010. Like I would say you're even probably pushing like 2016, 2017 if you were asking for my opinion on this. Really good looking car, clean paint, the white with the black and silver, like it all really works well together. It's obviously a convertible. Your top comes down, you have 2 seats in the back, 2 in the front. You can fit 4 people, maybe 5 if you're feeling really party-ish. This is that perfect car for those single gals who want to have that night out on the town and they want to look stylish doing it. This right here is that car that'll make it happen for a fraction of the cost. I will say, looking first impression, this car has a lot of chrome on it. You got chrome on the door handles, chrome at the bottom of the door, chrome all the way around the top of the car. But the one thing that isn't chrome, which thank the heavens it's not, you have these nice kind of brushed metal looking kind of rims. Thank God they didn't make these chrome, because at that point I think the sun would be bouncing off this too much. You need to get a suntan from driving alone. So I think that's good that they didn't go for there. But overall of the car, a lot of chrome, which I guess back in 2020, chrome was in, but it's not in anymore. One simple thing you can do, you get a little wrap around this thing and your car looks automatically 10 years older. Younger, 10 years younger. All right, getting to the back of this car, we're gonna pop open this boot here. The reason I'm saying it boot, because it actually has boot close right at the top here, which I had to use a fancy Bentley terminology here, right? But looking at the back of this thing, considering this is a convertible, which the one thing you should always know about convertibles is if you have that convertible roof that closes in, usually you sacrifice space somewhere, which looking from the interior, because the roof is down, it doesn't look like you're sacrificing much on the interior, but even on the trunk here, this is a lot of room. Quite honestly, I am honestly surprised that there is this much room in this car. Is it pretty shallow in terms of space? Of course, there's not much floor to roof room here. I don't think you could put majorly big bags here. But if you're grabbing like a 1, 2, 3 day trip and you got like an overnight bag or maybe like a small little suitcase, you and all the girls can fit a bag in this car. It comes with like obviously your standard stuff. You probably have like a safety roadside kit just in case something happens. You got your manual, some floor mats, and then also a tire iron just in case someone's following you. You know, that's obviously pretty basic trunk here. I'm honestly really surprised that that convertible roof isn't taking up a lot more space. But once you're done looking into the trunk and putting whatever you need, you just hit that boot close. And look at that, 2010 already has an automatic boot close. And as soon as you close it, you go right back to remembering this is a baddie's car. So before we head into this thing, you got your frameless windows, which like I said, this right here is a feature that girls die over. My girlfriend actually has a Mini Coupe and she loves this feature alone. It makes her feel like she's driving down the beaches in like South Beach in Miami. So obviously right here, I didn't know this before, I learned this recently. This right here is your wind cover. Without this, it absolutely wreaks havoc inside of your cabin. Without this thing, you can't hear anybody, you can't talk to anybody, you can't even wear a hat without it going anywhere. But this simple little screen ends up blocking any wind from going down and back up. So this wind will come down this way, come all the way down to the bottom, right up through your wheel well and goes right back up. And that's how you get that wind that'll throw your hat off. And then this wind right here that goes this way and goes right into the windshield and down, that's what prevents the talking and what makes it really loud when trying to talk inside one of these cars. But this eliminates all of it. And I'll be honest with you, my first impression when I was driving in a car with this and without it, I didn't think this was going to do much, but the second it was installed, it made the biggest difference that I've ever seen. And just the fact that this little cloth thin mesh would do that was honestly the most surprising thing ever for me. So I say we hop into this thing and we give it a proper look on the interior. All right, First impression of stepping onto this thing. Okay, well, now that we're inside of this vehicle, this is definitely a 2010 car. So, wow, this looks like a 1990s kitchen before like any major upgrades. But I will say, if you told me that I can just drive this car every Sunday and every Saturday and Sunday to take it to the beach with my friends, I wouldn't complain even a wink. I love the wood on tan look of this car. This really makes you feel like you're in a baddie's car. I'm gonna say it 100 times over because it needs to be said 100 times over. This car feels like a luxurious car. Would I change the steering wheel? Yeah. Like, there's a lot of brown and tan in here. And then you see these nice, beautiful floral floor mats. This right here has to be some of the craziest floor mats I have ever seen in a car. I've seen black, I've seen white, I've seen blue, I've seen yellow, but I've never seen floral. I feel like I'm sitting in a Persian living room right now, quite honestly, which I kind of like it. But you go ahead and look over here. You have heated seats with an analog dial that takes you all the way up to heat 6. So even in 2010, they still had it going on. The cluster, I will say, is very strange to me. If you can look at my hands going into this cluster, it's like looking through binoculars. They're like really deep down into that cluster, which I don't understand that. Maybe it's like an optical illusion. Maybe it's further back there than you think, but it makes it reflect forward so it looks like it's bigger. Could be the case, could not be the case. I'm not quite sure. I also see these. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what this does. I'm noticing that these are all over the car, and if somebody can tell me what this does, please leave it in the comments below because I am really interested, because I'm seeing over these things and I'm pulling them and I'm pushing them. I feel like I'm in a spaceship right now. No idea what they do, but very interesting feature. It might even unlock a really cool Easter egg about this car. So if you buy it, let me know. You got your cool switches here. You got your parking brake. It's turning on your defroster for your front windshield. Again, like I was saying, your heated seats. And then right here, once we turn on this car, we're gonna try this, we're gonna try putting the top up and see how fast that is. But overall, looking around the interior, it's definitely something spectacular. You'll definitely turn heads, maybe for the right reasons, maybe for the wrong reasons. Doesn't really matter. It's still an interior that really, I think if you're driving this with the top down in the summertime, it doesn't really matter what interior you have because this looks summer ready in my opinion. Like I was saying, this is the baddie's car. So if you want to be a baddie this summer, you have a couple months left. I guarantee you this will be gone before the first week of May. So if you don't pick it up, somebody else will. So don't be a sucker. I think now that all that's left is to see this roof go down, and we'll see how fast this thing is. All right, now it's time to see how long this roof takes to go, because I know that this is a very arguable factor in convertibles. I know the Mini Coopers, they actually go pretty quickly. I think it's like, you can even do it on a stoplight and you need like 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, this thing even really quickly. I remember I was reviewing a Lamborghini Huracan Spider. That roof went up and down in probably like 10 seconds. So this being a Bentley, the Bentley baddie car, I wonder how fast would this take? Would you be able to do this at a stoplight? So let's find out. If we can even put a counter on the screen, that would be perfect. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I mean, right now it seems like it's doing a pretty fast job. If I was rushing at a slight right now, I'd be definitely stressing a lot right now. Oh, okay. So that's going pretty quickly. It's a lot faster than, oh, okay. Not sure why it stopped there. Oh, okay, because it's supposed to be doing that. Okay, I understand. You know what? I can overall feel the difference the second we got into this thing now, because now that everything's closed, I actually feel like a nice like cushion. Like it feels like I'm in like a, like my sound, like the sound isn't really traveling as much. I feel like I could have a very good quiet conversation in here if I wanted to bring the roof down, which is something that a lot of convertibles don't do very well because they'll usually cheap out on their roof, on the soft top roof. But I think they did it really well here. I think that sitting in here, it feels very, the sound feels very like, it doesn't sound muffled, I would say. It sounds very like private. Like it sounds like there's like sound's not really emitting outside of this car. Everything's really staying on the inside here. I feel like I have a lot of silence. Like it sounds, if I was having a conversation in here, it would be a good conversation. I could actually listen to the person beside me. Overall, it's a really nice interior. I honestly like it a lot better with this roof down, but we're gonna pop this roof back off and then we are going to take a look on the engine, and then we're gonna start this thing and see if it's actually sounds like a baddie car as well. So for a while, we were trying to figure out how to actually open this hood because I couldn't feel an engine latch on this thing and I was so confused I didn't want to break it. It's actually crazy. If you pull the baddie, which is the B, you get to the prize. Isn't that crazy? You pull the baddie, you get the prize. That's literally how it's supposed to go. You'd be surprised to know that this isn't just a pretty looking car, it's also a freaking fast car as well. As you see right on the front there, it's a 6-liter twin turbo W12 engine. This thing puts out about 550 horsepower, so not a slow car by any means. Now, obviously there's a little bit of weight to this car, so that might take away from that horsepower a little bit, but in just a sec here, we're gonna start it up to see what it looks like. Very clean engine bay. Obviously a lot of it is covered with these covers right here, which can easily be removable. You have your Bentley here, Bentley there. Just a very classic 2010 engine. There's no kind of like really neat bells and whistles to it. It's just a basic engine. But I think the one thing that really stands out about this car is it's a twin turbo W12 6-liter. So you would be going through a tank of gas quite a bit on this one, considering it's a 6-liter. I'm more curious to see how this thing sounds, and if it has any sound of a performance car, I'm going to be very surprised. That's really going to perpetuate the fact that this car is a baddie's car. Whether you're looking for a nice car to cruise on Sundays or something that's perfect for the summer or anything to make that real side of that big baddie to come out, I think the 2010 Bentley Continental is the car to do it. Not only do you have that super powerful twin turbo 6-liter W12 engine that puts out 550 horsepower, which you could hear that power just when I hit the gas on this car. You could feel and hear that this thing puts down a lot of power to that wheel. Whether you're looking for something for a Sunday drive or something for the summer, I think this is the perfect car to do it. The tan interior matches a perfect summer vibe, especially with the white paint, makes everything stand out a lot more. And you have this perfect top down to soak up and intake the sun all summer long.
Today, I told someone that this looks like a woman's car and they got kind of mad at me. This right here is a C300 convertible. And you know what? We'll go over this car together and really figure out if this is a woman's car or not. I'm Fezzi from Elite Find Cars, and let's do this together. Come. Let's start step by step. First of all, we got the front grille and the front part of the car. So right here, of course, you got the Mercedes symbol at the bottom and top. I cannot lie, the grille on this car does look amazing. I actually prefer the Mercedes front grille to look like this on my car over any other type of grille. And of course, one thing I do love about Mercedes cars is the front lights. The style of this, the angel eye looking lights look amazing. So I always prefer that. These lights are amazing. I do not think this front lip that is carbon fiber is stock. I'm pretty sure that is aftermarket. So that's not something that every C300 will have available. Look, if you do look at the front part of the car, it does give a bit of a girlish car look. I don't know, I could be wrong. Comment down below what you guys think. And of course, these lights go towards the side, and then you got the very average stock AMG rims. To be honest, the rims themselves, even though they are stock, are not bad. They look completely fine, nothing too crazy, very basic. You got the regular colored brake calipers. And another thing why I was saying this gives a little bit of a woman car, especially because of this maroon look that the interior has and this top has. I would have this car myself too, because I do love this maroon look that the interior has and this hood has. And this is of course soft top, so you can automatically put this down and bring it back up depending on the weather. So that's one thing I absolutely love. And of course, this car right here is a coupe. So all the 2 doors. We'll go into the interior a bit later and we'll put this down and see how it looks a bit later as well. If you guys come close, when I open the door and when I close the door, you see how the seatbelt assist pops up in and out, which I feel like really gives that nice luxury look to this C300. Over here, we come towards the back. One thing I do not like at all on any type of Mercedes or BMWs is, especially when they have a soft top, this back part, I am not a big fan at all. I just think it just gives the car a little bit of an ugly look. But then I don't know how they could make this look a little bit better and have the soft top. To be honest, this part I feel like gives it an ugly look, but I don't know. What do you guys think? This is one part why I think that I would not buy a convertible. But the back part, nothing too special. I feel like the back of this car is much more uglier than the front actually looks very decent and very nice. Well, anyways, we have the C300 over here. Of course, it's a 4MATIC, so you got the symbols on both sides. Let's go check out the inside and see if there's anything special in there. Okay, now time for the interior. I cannot lie, the interior of this car does make up for how ugly the back looks. Well, anyways, I'm gonna adjust the seat so I can be comfortable first. Okay, for the interior, we have the combo of black and the red leather seats going on. It is a 4-seater, so there's 2 seats in the back. You could probably only fit a kid or something over there. A whole ass adult won't fit in there. So you got back 2 seats, which are red leather, and this. I actually like the leather seats. They actually feel pretty nice. You got this black wood in here, which actually gives it an amazing look. You got black leather at the front, nice and clean. Nice black leather steering wheel, that is always good. To be honest, the interior is pretty basic to what a regular Mercedes-Benz looks like. This is a C300, so it's nothing too special. So it is very minimal, but of course it has the regular buttons. It has the gear shifter right here. It has some of the audio, AC, heater work over here. Of course, you got the Mercedes-Benz clock over here. So that is pretty, you know, basic, regular. You got the screen, which is like in regular size, nothing too crazy. But overall, look-wise, because of these red interior leather seats, it does really give it a nice look, especially with this black wood looking thing too. Overall, nice C300. The maroon convertible top really makes up for the car and even the front, but I really do not like the back. If I were to get this car, I would refrain from looking at that back part. But besides that, everything else looks nice. Basic, regular. For the price, I'm pretty sure this car would really do the job. Mercedes already gives that classy luxury look, so I feel like for an entry-level guy who's already making like what, $60,000-$70,000 a year, I think this car would really suit him, or really, you know, do it good for him to move around. Or even for a lady that makes good amount of money, that enjoys her cars, this would be a nice little entry level to the luxury side of the car. Even though this might be a woman's car, what we'll do is we'll turn it on and you guys comment down below if it sounds like a woman's car or not. To be honest, it is a C300, so it won't sound anything too crazy, but let's see. Comment down below and tell me what do you guys think. And one more thing I'll do is I'll put the top down and we'll see how it looks with the top down as well. Not gonna lie, even with the top down, I actually like it because you can see the red interior, so that definitely helps. I could really stick with the top down too, so even when it's summer, when I'm going out to a beach or something, we can put the top down and it'll definitely look nice. But even with the top up, it really looks nice too. So that's definitely a plus to this car. To be honest, I know I did say that this might be a woman's car, but it honestly is not that bad. It looks pretty nice. I like the red interior and everything. To be honest, I might even take this car home right now. So I want you guys to comment down below and tell me, does this C300 convertible look like a woman's car or not? Would you buy this as a guy or not? And as a woman, you let me know too, would you buy this car or not? We do live in Canada, so this is every single Brampton man's favorite car. Mustangs after the Chargers or the Challengers. So right here we have the 2024 Ford Mustang in an amazing baby blue color. We have a nice little vent over here that gives it a nice mean look to the car. The grill, personally, I don't know how I feel about the grill, but you know what, it'll do. However, the lights I do like. It gives a Bugatti look to this car. I feel like Bugatti has exactly the same type of lights, just like this Mustang. When we come to a girl, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know what these are or what these are called, but I don't know. It just does not sit right with me. I believe we could have a bigger, lower lip underneath over here, but besides that, the hood looks amazing. I like the air vents coming out like that. It gives it a mean look. The lights, they definitely do the job. The grill, Mustang, you could have done better, but you know what? Hopefully in the 2025 car. And over here on the side, we have Teddy sitting. Everybody say hi to Teddy from Elite Fine Cars. He's gonna be chilling with us, doing the review with us. And Teddy's saying that we got the big 5.0 on this Mustang. You already know what that stands for. 5.0 liter engine, big body V8 engine in here. Over here we got the tires and the rims. The rims I absolutely love. I like the design on the rims. Dark gray goes amazing with the color. We got the Brembo brakes in here. Well, high performance brakes. Of course, on a fast car like this, you need strong brakes like this for safety. So I'm pretty sure these brakes will do the job for this type of car. And right here, we have the side skirts. From far away, they might look like they're carbon fiber, but they are not. It is just plastic, but you know what? It'll do. And then what do we have over here? So this Mustang does have a soft top cover on it. You could easily put it on and take it off depending on the weather. When the summertime, you could put this down, enjoy it seamlessly without having the hard top and, you know, manually doing it. And this right here is absolutely my favorite part of the car. We have the brake light over here, we have the brake light over here, and these two. I feel like these two side lights look absolutely mean. And if you guys could come close, this one right here is the Mustang GT Performance. I don't know if you guys can see, but the performance is engraved in the GT itself. And then like I said before too, this over here might look like carbon fiber, but it is just plastic. To be honest, I don't know how a carbon fiber bumper would look on this, but this plastic is giving the same look. So you know what, it is what it is. And then we have the quad tips, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Of course, it's a performance GT, so of course you need to, you know, give it that sporty look. So that definitely does the job. And then the trunk. For being a sports car, to be honest, I feel like this trunk is big enough. Like, I don't think it needs anything bigger than that. It is pretty spacious inside, if you see. And then you see in this right here is a big speaker in here. I don't know for what. Maybe when you're out at your car meets, you open the trunk, you chill over here, you have your coffee, and you can listen to some music. But yeah, there's a big speaker in here. And you know what? This trunk space will do. Most of the time, I'm not a passenger princess, but you know what? I'll send the passenger right now just so you guys can have a better look. So right here, what we got in the middle. First off, I'll point out something that is very stupid in this car, that I feel like is very stupid in this car. You see this right here? This right here is not a real brake. This right here is an electronic brake. You pull this up and the electronic brake turns on. And then we got this over here. Unfortunately, for all the car guys, this is not a manual. This is an automatic car. So we got this Mustang logo over here. And of course, they gave this, I don't know, is this carbon fiber? Yo, this might be carbon fiber. Now that I look at it. Yo, okay, so you know what? Mustang did something right. They put a little bit of carbon fiber over here. The steering wheel, nothing too crazy. A lot of buttons over here on the right, a lot of buttons here on the left. Of course, right here, it is a button to start. So you just gotta press on the brake and start, and the car will turn on. I don't know which adult is fitting back here, but good luck. If you have a kid, yeah, they can fit. If you have 2 kids, that's even better because they'll both fit, but there's no way there's a whole adult fitting in the back over here. But at the end of the day, it is a coupe, convertible, so kind of makes sense. Now let's turn the car on, let's put the hood on and see how it looks. There's currently a lot of light over here, but I don't know if you guys could see, the Mustang logo does come out. So that is pretty, you know, that is pretty neat. You got the Mustang logo over here. And one thing I did not mention earlier is, of course, at the end of the day, it is a 2024 model car. So of course you have to put a big screen in here. I was actually watching a review earlier, and you know, just to make fun of Mustang, they put, like the review guys, they put a whole lot of iPads over here, you know, just to make fun of this screen. I don't know if we need a screen this big, but you know what? It is what it is. Mustang's already put it now, so now we just gotta deal with it. Now let's turn the car on. Let's do that. And guys, I don't know if you guys could hear this because the car's turned on right now, but you're seeing this? Check this out. When I put it down, it's electronically gonna turn the handbrake off. I don't know if you can hear the electric part of the brake, but when you turn it on and off, you hear that. Which, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of stupid. It's not like it's a real handbrake, you could pull it up when you're drifting or anything. It's legit a electronic handbrake. 2024, but I don't know if that even makes sense. I'm not a fan of that. And then the real heartbeat of this car. We have this 5.0 liter V8 engine. Bro, this V8 engine sounds absolutely amazing, like an actual horse, like an actual Mustang. We didn't get the chance to rev it, but I'm telling you, when we do rev it, this car sounds absolutely mean. Of course, we got the big V8 engine in here. You got the 2 cold air intakes. And to be honest, bro, it does not get any better than that. And there's a lot going on over here, bro. I haven't seen this engine in a long time. I feel like Mustang's really done a good job with this. And of course, at the end of the day, this is not any regular Mustang. This is not the EcoBoost that you drive. This right here is the GT Performance, which really does the job. If there was one Mustang that I would buy, and I'm not a big Mustang fan to be honest, it would definitely be this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the review on this 2024 Ford Mustang GT Performance. It is a mean ass car, but this one right here is the 2024. In the back, I have a 1976 Charger old school. So if you guys do want to see that, I want you guys to do 2 things. Comment down below 1976 Charger and subscribe to our channel, and you guys will be seeing the 1976 Charger very soon as well. I'm Fazzy here from Elite Fine Cars. It's always a pleasure doing these reviews for you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.